Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my Project Pan update. So I'm doing a year-long Project Pan. It is a full face and I am rolling products over as I use them. So if I use something up, I introduce something new. First let's talk about the hashtag. Kat and I are using the hashtag Team Project Pan to connect with other people who are doing project panning this year. So you can actually click on the hashtag in the description box and it will bring up videos from people who are also using that hashtag. So that's kind of cool. So if you're really jonesing for some project pan videos, it's easy to find a whole bunch at once. What was I going to say before that? I can't remember. Oh, that's right. Okay. So last month, I finished some stuff and there was a whole bunch of things that I didn't reintroduce products for because I wasn't sure what I wanted to pan. I kind of felt a bit up in the air with things. Throughout August, I actually didn't use a lot of makeup at all. My skin was breaking out so bad. I finally got to see a dermatologist and it is finally under control, which is so good. And I'm now in the healing process, which is fantastic. And I'm feeling a little bit more confident with what I want to use on my face on a regular basis. So in this video, I don't have many empties, but I do have a bunch of stuff that I want to introduce. So I'm going to start with my empties. There's just two. It's a powder and a foundation. So I finished up my Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear foundation. I really like this foundation. I didn't have a whole lot to get through. It wasn't difficult to finish. I really like this. It offers good coverage. You can go sort of light, medium, or full. It just depends how much you want to apply. It wears really well on my oily skin. I really enjoy it. I do have a backup, unopened bottle of this in a slightly different shade because this was not quite the right shade for me. It's 032. It's a bit too much on the pink side. So I wouldn't buy that shade, but I've already bought a backup of this because I love it. My powder was the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. So look, using this made me realize just how much my skin has changed in recent years. So I love this powder and I used to love it a lot more than I love it now. I think my issue with it is this is a bit too heavy, too matte. It's just a bit too much of things that my skin doesn't cope so well with nowadays. I feel like this sort of accentuates smile lines and fine lines. It looks a bit heavy on the skin and I'm gonna be 35 soon and my skin, I feel like it just looks better with less. So not as heavy foundation, not heavy powder. This I would consider quite a heavy powder. But if you have really oily skin and you're late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, and you're not dealing with signs of aging and stuff, something like this, you're gonna probably love it. I loved it. I know it was Kat's favorite for a really long time and I think she still enjoys it. Most people that I know with oily skin who aren't dealing with signs of aging love this foundation or this powder because it's affordable and it sets foundation really well. It holds up under oily skin really well. It's just, I'm different now. I'm 34-year-old Hayley, not 24-year-old Hayley. So I would not repurchase this. I do actually have a couple in my powder drawer and I will use them. I think I might, try to dip into them throughout summer and stuff when my skin is naturally just producing more oils and shine because of the heat. But I think we're done. I think we are we are done now. I think the relationship is over and we have grown apart. Okay, let's do updates of other things. My Maybelline Master Prime Anti-Redness Primer. I should probably pull up my my weights of what these things were and what they currently are. That would help. So last month, this came in at 35.96 grams, and it's currently 34.52 grams. So I didn't use it much. I already knew that there wouldn't be good progress on it. Primer, look, I've said this a million times and you're probably sick of hearing it, but primer for me, most of the time, I'd say 80% of the time, I don't feel like they do a lot. I would say that this is one of those products. It's got a green tint, so it's supposed to help with redness. And at this point in my life, because I've got quite a bit of scarring around like this section of my face from my acne breakout, you might think that something like this would be really helpful. But honestly, I don't feel like this does anything for redness. I feel like it's just it's a nice hydrating primer, little bit of silicone in it. I just don't really feel like it does a whole lot for me. So when my skin was sort of dealing with its thing that it was dealing with, I was like, this is a step that I can skip. It's not adding anything to my makeup application. It's not doing anything good for my skin. It's just another step. To be perfectly honest, like I don't hate this. I can use it and it doesn't do anything bad to my makeup, but it doesn't do anything good to it. It's just like an added step. I could finish it up if I wanted to, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if this will survive next month's Project Pan refresh. Another one that it won't survive the refresh. I know it won't. And I'm not going to take it out now because I don't actually know what face mist I want to replace this with. So I'm going to just give myself the month to decide. This is the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Where is it on my sheet? I don't know. This was 53.73 grams last month and it is currently 52.53 grams. I would swear that I actually didn't use this in August because my skin was so bad. This has alcohol as a second ingredient, and throughout August, my skin was so sensitive. I couldn't use CeraVe cleansing or moisturizing products. There was only one moisturizer that I could use in my whole stash of like 60 billion products that didn't burn my skin. So everything with alcohol in it, I was like, fuck that. No, I'm not spraying alcohol on my face so that I can sit here with watering eyes while my face feels like it is literally on fire. So I don't think I used this, but my weights say that I did. Maybe it's just evaporating. This has been a funny product over the last few months since I introduced it into the project because I rarely use it. I don't really like it, and I'll talk about why in a second. But it seems to always, like I'm making good progress on it each month. So I don't know. I don't know. This is like, we all have products in our projects that seem to multiply or grow overnight. You use them heaps and heaps and heaps and they never get smaller, or they actually grow when you weigh them. And this is the opposite of that. It's like it's the shed ghost. The shed ghost is using this when I'm not here. It's interesting. Anyway, I don't like this. And okay, one reason, alcohol, second ingredient, not really into it. Trying to sort of minimize my use of alcohol in products that go on my skin simply for vain reasons, trying to be better with the preventing of the aging, but also it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't improve the wear of my foundation. It doesn't improve the look of my foundation. I'm not opposed to using products that contain alcohol. I still have products in my like daily routine that do contain alcohol. Or maybe not daily. No, not daily, but you know, regular enough. So I'm not like anti-alcohol. It's just that if the second ingredient is alcohol and it doesn't do anything of benefit, why am I bothering? Why would I want to use that? And that's one of these products. I do have some setting sprays in my stash that I plan on potentially bringing in place of this, but I'm not sure if I want to do it yet. I'm still mulling it over. But they contain alcohol. However, I actually see a benefit of using them. They improve the longevity of my makeup. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this one for now. It won't survive next month's refresh, but I'm not ready to bring in another setting spray just yet. Blush and bronzer and highlight. Okay, let's do blush. So this is Tarte Party blush. I don't mind this. It's so funny actually. When I put this on in person, I feel like it looks a little bit too dark for like the depth of my skin tone. On camera though, like, can hardly tell that I'm wearing it. So I don't know, it's a bit weird. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to wash this off my face before I go out because it's a bit much. But then on camera, when I look in my viewfinder, I'm like, could have put on another 2 layers if I wanted to. So this one was 19.32 grams last month and it's 19.26 grams now. So look, it's blush. They take forever to use. These are blush and highlighter are the products that I look at where I'm like, give me less. Just give me so much less product because it takes forever to use them. But anyway, still going with that. I'll probably swap it out next month for something new, but for now it's fine. Okay, Thin Lizzy bronzer. So there she is. I did repress it and I'm, you know, getting back into the use of it. So this one was 34.53 grams last month and it's 33.11 grams. I'm pretty happy with that actually. That's really good. Well done, Hayley. I'm really loving this bronzer. It's so easy to wear. I can't use it year round. In summer, I get too much color and it just doesn't do much in terms of like helping to actually bronze up and warm up the face. But I'm really hoping to finish this. I won't be like next month. I highly doubt that. But I think the following month I should be able to finish it sometime in October, which will be a good time because then we're getting into much warmer weather here in Melbourne. So I'll be happy to finish that because I've had it for a long time, but I do enjoy it and I'll probably miss it a little bit. Highlight is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight 01. Oh, I love this product so much. It's so beautiful. So this came in at 85.59 grams last month and it is 85.49 grams. So I've used 0.1 of a gram. Well done me. I love this. I really love this highlighter. I will continue to use it through September, and then when I do a refresh I'm going to bring in something else that I want to try and pan like proper finish over spring and summer. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's do Gold Gaga. Here she is. Don't be mad at me. I did not use it much. I wasn't using much makeup at all in August. So this was 11.85 grams last month and it's 11.84 grams this month. I did use it, I just didn't use it a lot. This is I would consider this my most beloved Nemesis product because I genuinely love it. I think it actually adds a lot to a look, an eye look, but I always forget to use it. And yeah, I guess I disappoint myself in the case of this product because I can use it. There's no reason why I can't. It's not difficult. It's a great product and I enjoy it, but I forget. However, I do get a lot of reminders in my comments just on random videos. Use Gold Gaga, use Gold Gaga. And I do appreciate that because it does trigger me to use the product. And often I check comments like in the morning before while I'm having a coffee before I start to go about my day. And if that is a day that I'm wearing makeup and I see a comment that says use Gold Gaga, I'm like, yes, I will use Gold Gaga today. Thank you. I have a lip scrub in my project pan. So this is the Ulta Beauty Watermelon Slushy Scrub. Yum. I want to eat it right now, but I won't because it's inappropriate. So this came in at 12.49 grams last month and it's 11.25 grams at the moment. I will admit I didn't use this a whole lot because this is in like an oil base and I tend to use it in the shower, and because I was having a lot of breakouts around my mouth, I'm being probably paranoid about what I'm using like on my face, and I was occasionally concerned that like this wouldn't be beneficial for my skin even if I did wash it off really thoroughly. So I didn't use it a whole lot, but I think I would be able to get back into that, like using it every time I have a shower a bit more confidently now. So I'll see how I go in September. God, September, it's insane. I do think there's not a lot in here. There's like a little bit up the top on the sides and then mostly down the bottom here. I think if I can use this regularly, I can actually finish it. So I'll see how I go. Maybe she'll be done next month. Okay, two things. Both things that I wanted to finish. Both things that I didn't really think I could finish, but I'm still disappointed that I didn't finish them. So I've got the Nuxe Hill Produce oil here. There is the tiniest like crap layer of stuff. There's nothing there. I wish I'd been able to finish this, but I didn't, so I'm still going with it. It will be done next month. And my perfume, so this is a Vera Wang Princess perfume. I was here at the last update. I'm now down here. Look, I felt like I was doing really good with this, and I actually got the flu in August, and I didn't realize I was using the perfume like every day and I'd reapply it, and the day that I got sick, I knew I was pretty sick. I felt pretty shit, but I was like going about my normal business. Day 2, I woke up and I still felt sort of similar to how I felt on the day that I started getting sick, and I had to run out and like do some errands and stuff. And I sprayed this on me in the morning, and then I went out maybe like 11:30 and I sprayed it on myself again before I went out. And around 1:30, I just went down in a screaming heap. I was so sick. I couldn't even get out of the car to like go into the shops. I had to send mum in. I was like really, really sick. And all I could smell was this. And I can smell it now, and it's starting to make me feel a bit ill. I think I'm one of those people, I was talking to Kat about this the other day. I'm one of those people where if I'm wearing a fragrance when I'm really sick, I will always associate feeling ill with that fragrance when I smell it. And I've done that with this. Unintentionally, but it's like the damage is kind of done. So I can't spray this on my body because every time I smell it on myself, I'm like, oh my God, I just want to go to bed. I don't feel well. So I've only been using this as a room spray, and even then I have to like, I have to spray it in my room right before I leave, and then when I come back, it's just a really, really soft scent, and it doesn't like make me sick. So that's kind of how I'm trying to get through this. What I've decided to do is continue doing that. However, I'm also going to use it in other rooms around the house. I hope my family don't mind. And and I'm going to see if I can finish it. Otherwise, it's got to go in the bin. So I think if I can find a way to use it, then that's great. And it's not being wasted. But yeah, next month when I do a refresh, if there's anything left in it, it's got to go. Because I can't keep going with it. But what makes me want to continue, because I know there'll be people like, Hayley, just get rid of the fucking perfume. But what makes me want to continue is that it's like at the easiest part of the bottle. Like I've done the whole bulk of the bottle. I did the hard yards when I like first brought the perfume and I loved it. And then I did this chunky bit in a project pan. I did this part while I was sick all month. And now I'm at the easy part. Like I want to finish it. I just want to finish it. So I'm going to try, but we'll see how we go next month. Let's talk about pencil things. So I have the Nude sticks in Mystic here. I'm actually pretty happy with the progress that I made on this. I'm really getting like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. I've been working on it for so long. I'm going to really like pedal to the metal on this product because I want to finish it in September. I don't want to like drag this over to another month. To be fair, I think if I actually wore it regularly, I probably could finish it. I just don't wear it regularly because I don't even know. Like the color of this is stunning. This is like a perfect nude for me. I adore the color. But the formula, it's a bit, I don't know, it's kind of heavy on the lips and thick, and I don't really like it. I like my lip products to be a lot sort of lighter, softer, and yeah. Anyway, but I did make good progress, so I can't be too sad. Another one that I made great progress on is the Marvelous Moxie lip liner in Exhilirated. Oh my god, guys, it's so close to being done. Look at it. That's it. That's all. That'll be done next month for sure. So I'm excited because I've had that one for a long time, so must finish. Another one that I made good progress on is a Flormar Ultra Copper eye pencil. This I will not be done next month. It's still got a lot of life in it. I'll be using that for quite a few more months, possibly until the end of the year, but we'll keep going. And the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. So the progress that you will see on the screen is actually 2 months of progress. Every month when I measure this, there is so little progress that I'm like, well, there's no point showing that. So I roll it over to the next month, and then I'm like, okay, now I can actually show some progress. This is what I've got left. I'll be working on it all year. I use this every time I do my brows as well. I don't understand why this takes so long. I don't get it. All right, my lip gloss. I've just marked it, but okay, look, here we are. So this is where I was last time, and this is where I'm putting myself at now. The product is actually sitting down here. However, there's still a little bit of product sort of up here on the side. So I just sort of guesstimated where it will settle. This is the Marvelous Moxie lip gloss by Bare Minerals in the shade Show Off. I really like it. It's beautiful. It's minty and delicious, and it's easy to wear. And I'm going to put some on right now. And I have been using this fairly regularly. So, progress. It's great. It'll take me a while to finish them up, but oh my god, actually I lost this for a little while in August, and you know where I found it? Behind my printer. So I was very glad that I had to print out some forms for something, and I had to pull out my printer, and I was looking for paper. I'm like, I got no fucking paper. And then I found this, and I was like, oh good, because I forgot all about it. Lucky. So there are all the products that I am currently working on. However, I am going to introduce some new stuff. Oh, I'm dropping things. So mostly base products, actually. Foundation. L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is in the shade 207. I did finish one of these up this year in the shade 204. I love this foundation. My skin loves this foundation at the moment. It's extremely dewy when it goes on, but that's okay because my skin is, it's been dry, it's been sad, it's been stressed, so we get along really well. This one has probably just under half a bottle left, so it'll take me a couple of months to finish it up, I would assume. And after this one, I feel like by the time I finish this, my skin will be in a better place and I won't be so stressed about using new products on my face. And then I can sort of get back into my stash of things and find some new stuff to use. So this is sort of my safety blanket foundation at the moment. Concealers. I'm actually bringing in 2 concealers. So I've got the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW20 here. This one has a fairly big dip in it. It's concealer. And this one is a Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer. That's an accurate name for it. Okay, so why am I putting in 2? Do I need to? No. Do I want to? Yes. So the MAC one I use as like a sort of like an eyeshadow base. I don't like to use this on my face. It's too thick and dry, and yeah, I don't like the way it looks on my face, basically. Also, MAC base products, like their foundations and concealers, they seem to have a tendency to break me out. So it's fine up here on the eye because my eyes don't get pimples. Lucky me. And the Makeup Forever one, I tried to use this as like an eye base. It's not good. For some reason, no matter how much I set this down before I go in with eyeshadows, it seems to make my mascara transfer on, like, up on my brow bone. So it's no good for using up here. I can use this on my face. It doesn't cause me any breakouts, which is fantastic, and that's how I'm going to use it, just like, you know, on my face. But the coverage is invisible. I do have another one of these in a different shade. This is Y31, and I've got RD something. Where is it? R30. So that's more of a red toned or red undertone, and this is the yellow undertone. This one's like the one that's most finished, so, or most used. So I'm going to focus on this one first and then move into this one, which is ever so slightly deeper or darker. And I can use that throughout, you know, middle of spring and summer. But yeah, I want both of these gone, and they're both going to be used for different purposes, so that's why I'm bringing in 2. Powder. This is the Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder. I would say it's kind of in the same boat as the Rimmel Stay Matte, except not as sort of heavy. I feel like this one's a bit more heavy duty, whereas this one is a little bit lighter. But I had this as my handbag powder, and I went to pull it out, and the lid had popped out, and I was like, well, you're not staying in my bag, so you're going in my project pan. I'm going to finish you up. And again, this is one of those products, I've got a couple of backups of them, so I'll be working on them for a while, but this is the next one on the chopping block. I'm also introducing a mascara. This is the Essence Super Curl Volume Mascara. I like it. It's quite good. I'm wearing it today, and I've had it open for a little while, so I thought, chuck it in, finish her up, get through her. I'm bringing in a body and a hair product. So even though I've got this still, there's one that I really, really want to finish up this year, and it's more of a winter product. So I'm kind of annoyed at myself for not using it in winter, because we're in spring now and this could be difficult to get through. It's a Greenland Milky Rice Milk and Vanilla Body Butter. So there it is. This is about 2/3 full still. This is pretty rich. It's pretty rich. I definitely should have used this in winter. It would have been much better. And spring is here. So wish me luck. And for my hair, this is another product that probably needed to use a year or more ago because of the condition of my hair. It is the Kerastase Serum Therapist Level 3-4. So this is from Kerastase Resistance line, and it is designed for like severely damaged hair. That was me once upon a time when I used to home bleach my hair. And yeah, my hair probably doesn't need this at the moment. I could definitely use it in the ends because my ends are still pretty damaged. But I need to use it or get rid of it. Now I'm going to try and use it because it's bloody expensive stuff. Essentially it's like a 2 cartridge thing inside. You pump it out and it then activates a product, and you use it as like a leave-in serum for treating damaged hair. So I'm going to have a go at that. I have actually finished one of these up before, and what I can say about it was when I used it every time I washed my hair, and then sometimes in between washes to help sort of give the hair some movement back and stop it from tangling and stuff. I actually went through it really quickly, like within a month, and it broke my heart because it was bloody expensive and I went through it so quickly. But I'm kind of hoping that this won't take me too long to use. It's only 30 mils, so we'll see how we go with that. We can do it, Kerastase. Alright guys, so that's it for my Project Pan update. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to let me know how you're going with your Project Pan. How are you feeling about it? Is it good? Is it not good? I think the weather and my skin getting better is making me feel better in general about everything. That includes my Project Pan, because usually at this time of the year I'm really getting a bit like, getting a bit fed up with things, but I feel pretty good at the moment. So hopefully that stays around. That feeling gets me through to the end of the year. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.